Hello, my name is Elisha Lee. I'm a licensed counselor, and I'm starting a new series of lives. This series has to do with conversations of the heart, building blocks of communication for flourishing relationships. So, we're just going to cover some basics around communication, where we're just going to dive into the essentials of communication to help you build stronger, more vibrant relationships. Today, we're starting at the very beginning with the basics of effective communication. So let's jump right in. Clear and respectful communication is the cornerstone of any strong relationship, whether it's with friends, family, or colleagues. Let's break it down into simple, actionable parts. The first part is just let's also go into understanding the communication process. It is a two-way street. It starts with a sender who encodes a message and a receiver who decodes it. It sounds pretty simple, but if either side misinterprets the message, confusion arises. Always ensure your message is clear and don't forget to provide feedback to confirm understanding. So we want to make sure that our messages are clear. And to make those messages as clear as possible, remember these three things: be concise, use simple language, and be specific. It's not just about what you say, but also how you say it. Within that, we also want to practice active listening. Communication is not just about talking, it's equally about listening. Active listening involves your full attention, no scrolling through your phone. Show that you are engaged with nodding and maybe echo back what you've heard to confirm. What I hear you saying is, or what it appears that you may be feeling is, are ways to kind of replicate to make sure you're hearing the person correctly. Another key component of effective basic communication is respectful interaction. You don't necessarily have to agree with what they're saying, but you do want to acknowledge their right to their perspective. Maintaining a respectful tone and be mindful of your body language. Within our nonverbal communication, it consists of a lot of how we communicate with one another. Your facial expressions, gestures, and even your posture tells a story. So make sure within your communication, you're telling the story that you want heard. And then another piece of this is feedback. When it's your turn to give feedback, be specific and solution oriented. Try to use I statements like I feel or I observed to make it personal and less like you're trying to blame them for something or accusing them of something. And then my last suggestion is to also adapt your communication style. Assessing and adapting your communication style according to the situation and cultural norms will also help to effectively communicate the message that you want shared. What works in a casual chat with friends may not work in a professional setting. So, mastering these basics paves the way for flourishing relationships. Tune in when we begin to discuss our other components of communication. And until then, let's keep these communications that we're having with our meaningful counterparts heartfelt. Thank you for joining. And remember, great relationships are built on great communication. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.